Good evening. Today we are on day of 9 of 10 of Soul Wealth Activation Program. Welcome all to the session. Uh, let's get going into the session. But before we get going, let's start with the Hoponopono prayer followed by EFT. Then we do a recap of what we learned yesterday. Subsequently, we get into the session on 9 on 10. Okay. First of all, I want you all to close your eyes and bring your awareness to the present moment. Forget everything outside which is going on and currently what is troubling you. I want you to place your hand, one hand on the heart, another hand on the lower abdomen, and slowly breathe in. Inhale and exhale through your mouth. Let's do it second time. Inhale, exhale. One last time. Inhale, exhale. Feel the presence in the room. Feel the ground beneath you. Keep your shoulders relaxed, your neck muscles relaxed. Forget about everything now. It's very difficult, but try it out. Feel the ground below you. Feel yourself. Now I want you to silently or say it aloud. Today, I'm ready to release what no longer serves my wealth, my worth, and my identity. To the divine creator, source within me, I acknowledge existence of beliefs, memories, and emotional imprints related to money, self worth, my struggles, fears, guilt, or scarcity, whether these patterns stem from my childhood or from my past experiences, my family, or from my ancestors, or even the past lives, which I keep carrying in for every birth of mine. I now take full responsibility for carrying these energies within to my parents, to my ancestors, to everyone or anyone in my lineage who struggled, suffered, or feared money. I see all your pains. I honor your journeys. However, I now chose to release these burdens. I'm not here to repeat the same story. I'm here to transform it. Feel it, the power inside you. Should feel the conviction within you. Now silently repeat following phrases. I'm sorry for holding on to this pain and pattern. Please forgive me for continuing this unconscious cycle. Thank you for giving me awareness to change. I love you for healing this part of me now. You can silently repeat, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you either 21 times, 54 times, or 108 times. You don't have to tell everything, but feel it as you speak. Let's move on. I now release all vows of struggle and belief that money is hard, all guilt around receiving and all shame around wealth, all fear of losing money and the mindset of survival, to all the patterns of self sabotage and scarcity thinking. I now choose safety, I choose expansion. Feel it, the entire energy within you. Let's move on to the next one. As you do, I want you to visualize a red light at your root chakra, which is the bottom of your spinal cord. And it is expanding as you keep speaking. Say silently or loudly, I'm safe with money. I'm supported by life. I'm grounded, stable, and secure. Money flows to me because I'm safe to receive. I trust myself to hold and grow back. To the energies of money, I'm sorry if I have ignored you, feared you, or disrespected you, misused you, or pushed you away. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And you can do this exercise with either a 100 rupee note or a 500 rupee note. You have to feel the money, smell the money while you do this exercise. It gives an immense benefits. I now welcome you as a sacred partner in my life. Money supports me and money flows with love and respect. Let's move. I'm no longer the version of me who struggles. I'm the one who breaks the pattern. I'm the one who creates abundance and changes my family's financial destiny. Wealth is safe for me. Receiving is natural for me. And expansion is my new norm. Everything that was heavy is now released. Everything that was blocked is now flowing. I trust the process. I trust my transformation, and so be it. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes. Now let's move on to EFT tapping. Let's start off with karate chops. The side of the eye, even though I've been holding on to fear and guilt around money, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I've been holding on to fear and guilt around money, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I've been holding on to fear and guilt around money, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Let's go with the EFT tapping. I want you to all to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. On the eyebrows. We are first round, we are releasing limiting money energy. On the eyebrows, there is never enough. There is never enough. There is never enough. There is never enough. Side of the eyes. I've carried this belief for so long. 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 Under the eye. Money feels like stress, guilt, and fear. Money feels like stress, guilt, and fear. Money feels like stress, guilt, and fear. Under the nose, I feel pressure to have more. Under the nose, I feel pressure to have more. I feel pressure to have more. On the chin, and the shame when I don't. On the chin, and the shame when I don't. Collarbone, part of me feels unworthy of receiving fully. Part of me feels unworthy of receiving this fully. Part of me feels unworthy of receiving this fully. Underarm. Maybe I inherited this energy from my family. Maybe I inherited this energy from my family. Maybe I inherited this energy from my family. Top of the head. It's okay. I'm ready to let it go. It's okay. I'm ready to let it go. It's okay. I'm ready to let it go. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Let us move to the round two, emotional alchemy and forgiveness. On the eyebrows, I forgive myself for believing money was bad or unsafe. I forgive myself for believing money was bad or unsafe. I forgive myself for believing money was bad or unsafe. Side of the eye. I forgive my past for shaping these beliefs. I forgive my past for shaping these beliefs. I forgive my past for shaping these beliefs. Under the eye. I forgive my family struggles. They did their best. I forgive my family struggles. They did their best. I forgive my family struggles. They did their best. Under the nose, I chose to remember I'm safe now. I chose to remember I'm safe now. I chose to remember I'm safe now. On the chin, I can create a new story. On the chin, I can create a new story. I can create a new story. Collarbone, I'm releasing fear. I'm releasing shame. I'm releasing fear. I'm releasing shame. I'm releasing fear. I'm releasing shame. Underarm, I'm releasing guilt around receiving. I'm releasing guilt around receiving. I'm releasing guilt around receiving. Top of the head. I'm clearing all the blocks to divine abundance. I'm clearing all the blocks to the divine abundance. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Let us move on to the third step, installing new wealth identity. On the eyebrow. I'm ready to receive with joy. I'm ready to receive with joy. I'm ready to receive with joy. Side of the eyes. I'm a magnet for aligned wealth. I'm a magnet for aligned wealth. I'm a magnet for aligned wealth. Under the eye, allow abundance to flow through me. Under the eye, allow abundance to flow through me. Under the eye, allow abundance to flow through me. Under the eye, allow abundance to flow through me. Under the nose, money supports my purpose. Under the nose, money supports my purpose. Money supports my purpose. On the chin, I am worthy of ease, support, and success. I am worthy of ease, support, and success. I am worthy of ease, support, and success. Collarbone, wealth is my birthright. Wealth is my birthright. Wealth is my birthright. Under the arm, I chose to trust the flow of money. 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 Top of the head, I'm wealthy in love, joy, and opportunities. I'm wealthy in love, joy, and opportunities. I'm wealthy in love, joy, and opportunities. I now activate my soul wealth frequency. I'm open, I'm aligned, I'm ready. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel whatever I've spoken in each and cell of your body. The vibrations have to be felt through. Let us move forward. Okay, so yesterday on day 8 of 10, we've spoken about wealth consciousness. And how wealth comes in. We talked about how manifestation work, how wealth conscious works. And we've spoken enough about it that it doesn't come through hustle, it has to be believed in. And we only said that it has to flow through magic. And we talked about abundance quoting and coding, how rich end up choosing what abundance coaching is all about, coding is all about, and these concepts of, you know, writing, journaling, manifesting, vision board, and all we have went through it. We spoke about what is wealth identity and how to create one sort of a wealth identity. Then we have spoken about check ritual, and writing a check and keeping it and reviewing it too often. And today we are talking about integration flow, where aligning daily life with abundance. And we also look at goal to habit mapping and a little bit of time vibration grid. And these are the topics which we covered today. Okay. And what we are covering is aligning daily life with flow, success, nervous system, because everything we talk about wealth is relative to your nervous system, goal to your habit mapping, and time vibration group. Very powerful topics these are. So let us dwell into them. Okay, let us delve into them. Okay, so fundamentally, what we are looking forward to is now how we are trying to look forward in understanding what aligning daily, and how do you align daily with soul wealth activation program. Now, what is that all means? So aligning daily life with flow means flow is actually the language of soul. And this is, I call this as a godly language. And by the time when we are born, it's a default stage. But what happens in the course of our belief systems, in the course of, you know, our culture, our family traditions, the way we think, the logic gets into us, and we lose the alignment of connecting with the soul. We get derailed into the misalignment, and that's where it creates all the trouble which we all have. So remember, guys, alignment only creates momentum and force creates resistance. So you have to get that flow as it flows like as a water. So remember how nature behaves, guys. Nature doesn't have arch on itself. Assume how tree is growing. Check how tree is growing. It doesn't resist. It goes smoothly. Water flows smoothly. There is no resistance unless you build a bridge in between. There is no resistance for the water. It just flows. The nature harmony wind flows. Unless you stop the wind, it actually flows. So that's how your nature has to be. Your soul nature is in the default stage of alignment. But we corrupt the soul alignment with our own thought process. So what basically happens when you are forcing, you're out of the alignment. When you are following, you become in coherence with the universal energy. True soul wealth doesn't come from hustle. You check any of the billionaire, they don't hustle. They just feel, and they are in harmony with everything they work. They speak, the heart, they breathe, everything is in harmony, guys. There is nothing which is out of harmony. Flow happens when your thoughts, emotions, your energy, and the actions are in sync with your higher purpose. People say more often that they are spiritual in nature. When you are spiritual in nature, your thoughts, your emotions, your energy, all has to be aligned with the supreme purpose. Not that when you are in God energy, you only follow godliness. No. In everything and anything, you will have to match your energy, thoughts, and your emotions alike in every situation. When you are balanced in your thought, emotion, and energy, then your soul becomes a default state. Then alignments gets in created. Else it drains you. If you are in resistance or if you are in any of the high-end emotion states, you will not be able to crack what you want to get in. It becomes a disalignment. So remember these things whenever in a day when you're choosing, you think about it. Are you going with the flow? Are you going against the flow? That is the first and foremost thing you will have to end up doing. Because if your thought, emotion, energy are derailed, your soul gets derailed. And more often I see with people, they struggle with that creation of harmony. Now let's understand wealth with survival mode. Most of the people say that wealth and survival mode doesn't go well because you cannot create wealth in survival mode. Zero. Every day you struggle with money, you cannot create wealth. You'll only have thought, but you don't have energy and emotion. All three are important. Most people live in reactive loops. They rush, they firefight, they hustle. They repeat this all through their life. When you have this sort of a life, wealth flows, but it doesn't stick with you. If you want to be in alignment with your soul, all that you will have to have is you have to create an alignment for your soul to connect with your abundant self. Wealth flow begins with regulated mornings, grounded decisions, and intentional space. I've seen people where they are free, but they cannot sit free and idle. Their brain keeps thinking on something or the other. They actually end up thinking and thinking and thinking, which is rushing, firefighting, and hustling. Your brain can't sit in silence. It always wants to hustle. You keep thinking about future business. You keep thinking about which car to buy. You keep thinking about how do I pay on those bills. You keep thinking about how do I get my child's education. When you keep thinking on all these things, you don't have a regulated mornings. You end up spending time in watching videos and get that sort of a dopamine and finish that process. But where are you operating from? Understand you're operating from survival modes. Flow thrives when safety, clarity, and trust are cultivated. So I want you guys to think about safety, clarity, and trust and imbibe that. And how do you do that? You have to have morning regulation. So every billionaire, every well structured thought process, individuals will have morning rituals. Some people will start with breath energy. Some people will start with meditation. Some people will start with focused energy rituals. And the objective is to align with your supreme self. Some do alignment journaling and they take inspired option. The first half an hour after you get up every day is non-negotiable rituals. And when I say alignment journaling, people confuse with to-do list. No, replace your to-do list with your energy alignment list. Okay. What moves the needle is what shifts your frequency. See how your frequency is aligned. The one question I want you guys to think often. What would be the wealthy version of you do the first thing in the morning? Think about that. If you are a billionaire having an about $1 billion in your bank account, what do you think every day morning? Do you still struggle with what to do next? Or where do you want to spend time? That is what critical aspects of it. And do things and remember, guys, this is for every one of us. Don't do things because they are urgent, guys. Do them because they are aligned with you. With your sole purpose, they have to align with you. Design your day around expansion, not exhaustion. Remember this, guys. Establish daily rituals to match your designed or desired financial frequency. High vibe routines, music, journaling, body movement, free yourself with your thought process. Sitting in meditation would all help. And boundaries with tech and people. Stay away from people who keep troubling you. Stay away from situations which will make you angry. Stay away from things which will trouble you in the morning, which will deviate your energy. Tech people, stay away from them. Micro movements, alignment. You have to focus on your breath. You have to pause. You have to follow affirmations every single day. And that's the reason for most of the people who I closely work with, I talk to them about telling them scripting, writing your journal, and you always need to have a joy base. People who are really, really, want to connect with the soul, connect with the purpose, connect with the nature, guys. Go for walks, nature walks, or spend time in gardening every day. You'll see how growth flows in every day. Now let's move on with inspired actions. How inspired action feels. Every time remember, inspired action always feels light. Wherever it is. If you're working in, never feel work is heavy. You have to feel that is inspiration. Because if you're feeling work as heavy, you will not be able to tolerate what money is coming back. Money doesn't stay with you because you feel that you are working really hard. You are hustling in to get whatever desired money you are having. That doesn't yield you anything. So activity is not the same as aligned movement, guys. Flow comes when your actions are backed by clarity and not by fear. You don't need to do more. You do, you need to do what resonates with you deeply. Something within you responds to you to do or tell you something. Just focus on that, guys. And remember the shift from occasional alignment to persistent anchoring, which means that you will have to, this is not one day. After attending this workshop, you will not be able to get there. So what it means is you will have to start aligning yourself with these rituals every day so that you will start building that as a habitual thing within how you respond to things. And your soul will have to get connected to whatever you are saying. And you're not proving to anyone. You're not sharing this with anyone. You're doing it for yourself, what your soul guides you. Then everything which you do comes in alignment with what you do. That's what magic is all about, right? And it's very important, guys. It's very, very important that you and your environment must support each other to align with your desired frequency. And how do you do that? Is declutter your space. Infuse with wealth energy, guys. Surround yourself with visuals, people, and reminders that match your vision every single day. Surround yourself with wealth clues. Create a beautiful flow corner, the space between you and your home. That connection is important. That internal alignment is important. If you keep things cluttered, your mind will also get cluttered. And your success will depend upon your nervous system, guys. And let's move forward to understand how your success is dependent on your nervous system. Okay. So, why is it important? Why is the success related to, your, nervous system? Because you'll have to rewire your body to hold, receive, and expand into wealth. So, simple example, guys. If you're holding a battery in your remote, TV remote or AC remote, what happens over a period of time? Your battery gets drained. And will you get the same vibration or of same thing when you switch on your, AC or TV with the same remote? No, you will not, because the, the energy in the battery is already drained out. Same is the case with your body. Your body needs to rewire itself to hold the energy and receive the energy. So that doesn't happen in anger, guilt, and fear. It has to get from inspired soul. It has to flow from somewhere else. And that's what we call it as a nervous system based wealth coaching. Okay. You don't get what you want. You get what your nervous system is already calibrated to receive and sustain. People say wealth is just a mindset, guys. No. Wealth is a sense of safety, worthiness, and expansion in your body. First, before you get wealth in your bank account, your body should feel safe to receive that amount. And that's what happens in expansion of your body. If your nervous system seems success as unfamiliar or unsafe, then unconsciously it keeps repelling what it is. That's the reason I keep telling people with business, they keep thinking about businesses, they keep seeing about people who failed in the business. It won't be the same for everyone. If you see your friends failing in the business, the other people also have success in their businesses. It doesn't mean that everyone in the same set of business will fail. Some will prosper, some will fail. Why? What is your nervous system? If you are only taking what you are observed, you will also fail like them. Because that's where you're limiting unconsciously, you're repelling what coming in. And stay away with those sort of a people. Don't have sentiments around those sort of a people. And I mean it because that energy gets passed on to you. Somewhere unconsciously, you also feel that that business may not work for you. Period. Stay away from these people. Your nervous system is your wealth regulator. Your nervous system is wealth regulated. So what it means is every wealth leap or challenges your internal safety, it programs it for you. If your nervous system is not acclimatized to get more wealth, you're sabotaging or you shrink or you run away from it. Remember, true abundance comes from expansion within you without overwhelm. When you are setting businesses, you will have all the costs running and all that stuff, but you are overwhelmed with it. You are stopping your expansion somewhere. Just sit. And that is very critical aspects of it. And your success, remember, guys, success should feel safe for you. Healing money trauma isn't about affirmations. It is about somatic healing. Your mind, your body, you have to feel comfortable around that. When you create your emotional safety, money becomes easy to hold. What you'll have to do, you have to regulate, you have to receive it, retain it, and raise it. If the pattern is unfamiliar to you, you regulate, you receive, but you spend, you lose. That's what the pattern is all about. Or else what happens? You overgive, you under receive, or you get panic holding large sums of money, or you end up complaining that the money and the work you are doing is not related for you. Then things will not work for you. Your body must feel safe with success before it allows you to stay successful. That is what the essence of all this all about. Let's move forward to see goals to habit mapping. Okay, let's come there. So before I come there for you, I want to talk about various tools. Let me talk about various tools before we move forward. Somatic tools to reset into safety and expansion mode. So what are the tools you end up using? Most of the people ask me this question saying, Venkat, what you talk about somatic nervous system, you have to keep your nervous system safe and all, but how do we end up doing about it? Simple, guys. First and foremost, you have to do somatic anchoring, which we did partly when we did Hopono exercise. Placing your heart, placing your hand on your heart and belly, breathe slowly. And you have to have affirmations like, I'm safe, It is safe for me to receive and I can hold more now. That is the first somatic healing. Next, what is called, I call it as a titration. Simple concept, guys. Stretch your wealth set point gently, not in a panic mode. Do micro rituals, morning self regulations. You end up doing gratitude, having a gratitude journal every day morning will and feel grateful for what you have received and what you have. And visualization. I have asked you to guys to do a check ritual, guys. Check ritual is a part of it. Feel the version of you who naturally receives either 1 lakh, 10 lakh, or crore with joy. Feel the joy, not one time joy and second immediately anger or selfishness and all. Wealth without nervous system support is a burnout or supportage, guys. Your emotions are always counted by how your soul responds to. Okay, clear? Let's move on to the goals and tools, guys. Goals to habit mapping because it is important more than theory to build your habits. In every session, I go back to fundamental crux where how do you build your habits to meet those goals? We spoke about rewiring nervous system. We have spoken about aligning with the nature. We also spoke about, how do you create wealth alignment with the universe and so on and so forth. But how do you get there? Goals are very important. Goals set directions and habits builds the identity. I always tell people that you don't race to the next level of your goals if you don't get your systems aligned. And this is what James Clear talk about. He says that if you want to set your goals up, you'll have to set your systems up first. Goals show what is possible and habits lock in your identity. And they make the goals inevitable, guys. Anyone can set goals, guys. Off late, you ask, give a prompt to chat GPT, it will help you set the goals. But few people build the habits to embody. Are you the one who wants to build your habit? Then build what habits will wealthy people end up doing every day morning. I'm not here to prescribe it, but you will have to understand what it is for you. Each one will have their own sort of a well self practices. Follow them without fail. Now, second one, shift your focus from outcome to frequency. Most of the people think about the outcome. It doesn't work for you in manifestation language. What do you do repeatedly is whom you become. Instead of saying, I want to earn 10 lakh a month, you have to think, what should you do and believe in order to make 10 lakh a month or 1 crore a month? Because remember, guys, habits are not tasks, they are frequency setters. You'll have to imbibe these wealth habits in you slowly and steadily. Morning journaling or morning connecting with the nature, either meditation or spend time with your soul self or barefoot walking, energy alignment practices, daily income generation action, weekly financial review, whatever you wish to call it as, call it that. And receiving practice. Be open to receive compliments. Be open to share compliments with your friends, clients. Be happy when you receive money. Be happy when you give money. Happiness is all important. And third, repetition rewires reality. Your brain loves safety, guys. What fires together is wires together, which is called Hebbian theory. Okay. So what it means here is for us, if your subconscious mind doesn't respond to your goals, it responds to your emotional repetition. You may have a bigger goal, but emotionally you are weak to receive. Your container is weak to receive, then you will not be able to receive. When you repeat a habit with intention, and emotions attached to it, it becomes automatic and safe. So first start building it. Rewire your brain that you are safe to receive that 2 lakhs per month, 5 lakhs per month, whatever it is. Train your brain to receive that first. The nervous system then recalibrates to default identity. Or else you feel like things are coming to you, but you self sabotage the things. Every time you'll have a derailment because of this. So follow 3 habits which will help you to ritualize your support to be a wealthy nervous system. Create that wealthy nervous system first. Make habits tiny, triggered, and identity based, guys. Attach habit to the existing anchor. So, for example, if you want to write journal, you have to say immediately after brushing teeth, before logging off to the work, I'll write journal. While having a coffee, I will write journal. After meditation, I will write journal. Have this identity journals built in, guys. Keep them small, easy. Remember, after waking up, don't get into checking blue screen of your phone. Stay away from it. Instead, start building your wealthy habits. Last but not least, consistency built magnetic power. The most powerful force in manifestation is not intensity, guys. It is consistency every single day. Repeated habits train your subconscious mind to expect wealth. Wealth becomes your baseline vibration, not a breakthrough moment. Most of the people feel that when I get that, I will do this. No, you have to feel as if you are already there. Okay? Or else it's very difficult to get. Let's move on. Okay. Time vibration grid. What is time vibration here? Why are we learning time vibration? This is very critical aspects of manifestation, because in manifestation, time is not linear because it is a grid of frequency. I'm not getting deeper into the subject. On this subject, I can talk 24 hours on the same subject because it's a grid of frequencies, guys. The future isn't something you walk into, it is something you tune into it. It's like a radio frequency. You have a choice either to tune into your future or stay where you are. And time, as we perceive it, is an illusion of the mind, guys. Every possible version of you, the rich, the poor, the confident or the underconfident, the abundant or stuck, already exists in the quantum world. You choose whatever is feel comfortable to your mind and body. There you stay. It's important that you tune your energy to a different radio station, to different energy frequency. And this is not just tuning a radio station, you'll have to tune your mind to go there. And that's the reason you have to connect with the time vibration frequencies all the time. Remember, your people think that you're going ahead and creating your future. No, you are just going ahead and aligning with the existing one. That's about it. There is nothing different. You're only aligning with the existing one. What you feel is reality. Which version of me I'm plugged in today is your choice. Either are you operating from fear based or abundance based, you have to think through. And your frequency always determine the timeline. I keep telling this too often to my friends, too often to my brother, because your thoughts are not the engine. Your frequency with which you are vibrating is the engine. You are like a radio tower. Your emotions, your beliefs, the body language determine which version of reality you are tuning into. Period. If you want different results, you must broadcast into a different frequency. That's what your frequency is all about. How do you get there? Visualize walking through the doors. Each door is a new version of you, stepping into new reality every day. And remember, guys, there is no waiting in quantum field. Waiting is the frequency and it repeats what you desire. The moment you think, I'll get there someday, you're tuning your frequency is separate. It will not happen. That someday is now. You must behave and believe that you embody this as if it is already done. And when you do it, you have to feel with mind, body, and soul, guys. Always remember, guys, don't replace how long will it take with how fast can I align. How fast can I align is the word which you keep using in. And last but not least, collapse time by aligning with your desired identity. When you live as a version of you already is, decisions change, your boundaries shift, your energy calibrates, and results accelerate. And that doesn't happen with magic, it happens with energetic congruence. You'll have to close your eyes and imagine what's on my calendar in the timeline where I am already earning 10 lakhs a month. What time do I wake up? What do I say yes to? Then things will change. Things will change when you no longer measure your life in timelines. You have to measure it in frequencies. That the moment you align, the moment you decide that your wealth success is already there in the magnetic field, you're already seeing in, then you choose to live by. That is what I wanted to conclude our session today with.